So it's raining right now, and I had this weird thought, but I do want to show you something in my bin garden. That's what I call it. That is a little sunflower. Now, this little guy started life over in the beet patch. That's over in my garden. That'd be over there. See, over there, my garden. Up there, see, there's my garden over there. Up there. That's the garden. And that's where this little guy started. But instead of letting him grow with the beets, I decided to move him into my bin garden. Well, he's hanging in there, but I tell you, he's suffering. He's suffering. You can see his leaves kind of curling up, but he's surrounded by so much life. See, this is the start of the bin garden. It's only June, so we don't have full coverage yet. But this little guy had me thinking. And here's my lilac patch, but it is on the tail end, so you can see on some of the lilacs they are starting to turn brown. That's what happens. They're beautiful colors. I have two different. I got those ones up there. They'll last a little longer. But these guys over here, you'll have to forgive the car noise. I'm right on the highway. There they go. They're starting to turn brown. And I had a feeling this morning, and I had a thought going into my head. What if my lilacs cry? What if my lilacs cry? There's my peonies. This morning, I cut one flower off because this little guy over here is a new growth. And there was one peony that came out. See there, you can see I cut that one off because it was covering this flower. So I cut it off and I took it out to the grave of my neighbor. And I laid it at his grave. But I wonder, do my peonies cry when I cut one off? I wonder if that hurts them. Those spruce trees are pretty tall now. We planted those the year we got married. I'm 13 years old now. This one over here, there's a big hole. If you look close enough, you can start to see that the sap is running. And I wonder, do my trees cry? Here's my garden. All kinds of different greenery in there. Lettuce, arugula, peas, beans. Over here I got some cucumbers coming. The beans aren't looking so good. So these are my beans. Over there, take a look. See, they're being eaten by bugs. Maybe some of them didn't even come up. Take a look at that. They're coming, but they're not going to be very productive. Over here, I did have all beans planted in there, so I got 2 bean plants left, and now I got radishes coming up. And I wonder, do my beans cry? This is my romaine lettuce. This stuff is really good. It sustains me, it keeps me alive. But I wonder, does it cry? You see, in all my wondering, I understand that life sustains life. And sometimes we like to put barriers and boundaries between what life sustains what life. So maybe I get to cry like I did when I was a child, when my favorite sheep became supper. I grew up on a sheep farm, if you didn't know that. I grew up on a sheep farm. And we raised sheep. And we ate sheep. But I made friends with sheep. And then we ate sheep. And I remember the moment when I realized that one of my friends was going to be food. I knew they were all going to be food, but just that realization that that one is going to be food one day. So today, I look at the food in my garden. Sure, it's only plants, it's green. There's no feeling, right? It's easy to go and pull lettuce out of the garden and eat it because it doesn't have eyeballs. It's not looking at you saying, hey, I want to live another day. But life sustains life. And even though my lilacs may cry, they will die. Well, the flowers will die. The plant lives on, and the flowers, new flowers, come back next year. So I'm not really that sad. I'm sad to see them go because I really enjoyed the beauty of my lilacs. And every year I'm sad to see my flowers wither because the beauty sustained me. But I realize life is a cycle. Life continues. Life, there is a movement. There is a flow to life. And I am grateful and thankful in the life that has sustained me, whether that is the sheep that I grew up with or the lettuce in my garden, or the flowers. The flowers sustain me. They give me joy. So I will honor all life. That's right, because it all sustains me. The fish, the chicken, pigs, cow, beef, you know, they all sustain me at some level in my life. And instead of not letting that life sustain me, I choose to honor the life and say thank you. So that's where I want to go today. Thank you. Thank you, sheep. Thank you, fish. Thank you, chicken. Thank you, pigs. Thank you, cows, cattle. Thank you, lettuce. Thank you, peas and beans. Thank you, lilacs and peonies. Thank you, birds. Thank you to the dandelions. Life sustains me. Thank you.